Good afternoon, dear professors and students from Indonesia, Mexico, and Panama. My name is Jose Fun. I'm going to talk about the Open Science Framework. This is a new platform for church our researchers and studies too, and it's very important for us. And because it's one of the most important platform for share with you your ideas and different topics in your scientific research cycle. Um, in this platform, and we have different professors and researchers from different countries in the world, from Indonesia, Mexico, and Panama too. And in this podcast on Open Science for You, um, first of all, it's very important for us to share um, new technologies with your um, collaborators and scientific researchers too. Um, this platform is a kind of platform open source, and you can use it free. Is no, you cannot pay anything for use this, and you can search, manage, and publish research outputs and preprints too, and you can um, analyze more than better the cycle of the research in the different phases, and you can um, collaborate and very easy because you can apply in your study design and planning method and your um, researching, and you can select all the information in your in only one platform. You cannot send email, you cannot send a, a lot of literature for select in your design. You collect the data and analyzing the data in this in the same platform, and do you have to uh, understand the all the cycle of your research, and this is very important. And one of the most important advantage with the platform for you is the contribution and the support of the scientific community international, and the integration with streamline your research workflow with open science framework and integrations, and connect your favorite third-party tools in one place. All is in the same place. All is in the platform. In this case, open science framework can share and register all the information in one platform. And the different tools, if you can analyze and you can study in this platform, is very easy. You can share and make your research citable, and with Adobe and the digital object um, in your different production, scientific production, and credit access with academic and scientific researchers. You can collaborate your workspace and with different institutions, and you can share in your research and projects and preprints, and specify all the contribution permissions with the other professors, and you can build what you need And for instance, if you have engineers or developers in your scientific research, they can integrate all different tools and using open science framework. And you can customize your research workflow on your terms, and you can apply all your methodologies or use it. This is very important for us. Share a new um, visions and a new platforms and tools, because we can recommend this one, for instance, for different institutions in the world, UNESCO, and Google, different enterprise in the world, and we can use this and select this kind of platform in your different countries or institution. You can find all the collaboration features in Open Science Framework. Can support collaboration with tools like project, wikis, commenting, and permission-based the contributor access. And you can find all the integrations, storage synchronization in the external storage with you like, for instance, GitHub, Dropbox, or Google Drive. And you can centralize all the information of your research cycle and your research workflow too. And this is very important for us. Use it. The other one is um, advantage with is the pre-registration templates. Our institutions, and for instance, in Latin America and the Caribbean, um, we cannot use one platform in the universities or in the institution of academics or another ones. You can use this one. Is the first open science platform in the world. And another one is that we don't have templates, and when we can use, for instance, the same one from Indonesia to Panama, or Mexico and Panama speak speak Spanish, speak English, for instance, but they cannot use the same way for use it in all the world. But the research, when you can use open science framework, you can express your ideas and you collect your data, and you can collect and analyze this in your in only one system with the same way, when the same methodologies, when you can use in different institutions. We can select one platform, and we can review and check the impact insights, because a lot of users have insights about impact, like how many people are increasing and accessing to the and downloading to the different research materials. And with Open Science Framework, you can select all the materials, you can download all the material, and you can access for the materials and share with another professors. Mm, the file management, and one of the most important control in your versions, because you don't we have a lot of files stored in your projects, and we can render hundreds of different file types directly in your browser, for instance. Um, for I express this idea because and you can send information for other partners, and for instance with your email or with your WhatsApp messenger, But if you have open science framework, you can only send information in this platform, and you can share all information for you and your partners with the system. Um, this is very important because we can have only one system for you and a control version, very important, because, for instance, when we can analyze data, or we can prepare your materials for a thesis, you can write a lot of ideas, you have a lot of information, but you can send a lot of information, but email. And the control version is very important for select your scientific mentors or another ones, people in your research cycle. Open Science Framework provides a public API for custom and tools and integrations, and the support, the DOI support is free. It's free for all the professors, students, and researchers. And you can select what kind of lessons do you like in your research cycle, on your on in your projects too. And to project the upload and a custom one, and apply this into the project components. And Open Science Framework have guidelines, have support, have the FAIR principles, and is listed in the IOI info finder, and reflecting our content in the
Eh,
standards
dengarkan,
based.
dengarkan, dengarkan.
And this is very important for us, for select and this information, and select this
Kan
platform
ngomong apa,
too,
Pak?
because it's very important,
Oh, Bu.
and for
Ini kalah
share
telok, Pak.
all the knowledge in
Aku
one
pas
platform only.
tidak apa bolong, Pak. Tidak apa salah setong.
Okay, this is the different integrations, external storage, and OpenScience framework provides security for the researchers too. Provides built-in storage for managing and preserving the research file across your projects. This is very important for us. And the other one is, and the storage limits is 50 gigabytes for each one of the projects. For private project users, you can find in this platform um, 5 gigabytes storage. But the integration with different tools is more than better, because do you have repository, and in GitHub, for instance, Bitbucket, GitLab, Google Drive, and OneDrive, or OnCloud, Bitbucket, Fixture, Dropbox, or if you prefer, but you like it and use it, is what more similar for you and for share your storage. Okay, a lot of researchers can recommend open science framework, and the UNESCO shared with us to take around more than 155 researchers, scientific researchers, have recommended this platform. If you can use it for your students for different levels, bachelor's degree, master's degree or um, PhD too. It's recommended for all the people in the world, and you can only take the guidelines, the the guidelines on open science framework. So in this podcast, we can share with you, for instance, the pre-registration is one of the most important steps in your experience with open science framework, and you can analyze and separate to the hypothesis generation. And if you have the confirmation of the testing of the hypothesis of your research, you can select this one. And the pre-registration um, is very important for all the scientific cycle in your research. Okay, open science framework community is very integrate, not only for the researchers, professors, or students, the people or the staff from the librarians. It's very important for us because the library is when you can you select all the information, and if you can select different registrations, and you can browse a lot of things and a lot of articles, a lot of information for share with your students. Um, they want one of the most important um, open source infrastructure. Um, yeah, here, um, these organizations apply and use open science framework for respect to other and all the people in the world, and you can select your information, and when you can have these registries, you can find with your DOI and your respect to others for share your different information in the platform, because with the DOI you can select and you can register all the information in one platform if you like it. Okay, we can access to the platform now. Okay, for use the platform, you can select this one, ORCID ID. With the ORCID ID, you can inside to the platform. You can go to access the platform, and you can select this one, ORCID ID. I recommend to you this one. Okay, okay. We can access to the platform and we can check it and register. I check my register now, and we can create, for instance, your project. You can select this one. For instance, I have different projects and metadata in the high school, for instance, in Escuela Secundaria Pedro Pablo Sánchez, en La Chorrera, in Panama, and universities, for instance, Unidos University in Panama, and another topic is metadata. Okay. This is the pre-inscriptions of Open Science Framework. You can select this, or you can select this another ones. You can apply it, for instance, for more than 10 options. First of all, is Open Science Framework pre-registration. Now we can find and select your title of your and the description of your project. Do you have to select what is are what are your team? Yes, you can select by your email address in your platform, and for instance, and we can select all the people is here inside the database, and you can select if the users or your partners can write and and check, or if you can do it in assign the administrator of the systems. Yes. And we have to select what is the subject. We have all the areas. Or if you have, for instance, a new subject, you can create this. The other one is the check the MIT license, and you have select what is your applied Eclipse or GNU General Public License, or Apache, or if you select, for instance, for share your um, materials, yes, or this support the open science movement. If you have any talks or select or describe, you can write in this label, for instance, North for IT, information technologies, or 5 6. I don't know. You have to select your area, your different area of your knowledge. And then you can write your hypothesis if it is in this case directional or non-directional. You can express this interaction here because it's very important for your scientific researchers or partners in your cycle of this research. They can know what is your hypothesis. Now you can select what is your study type or design your plan. And do you have now experiments and observational study or meta-analysis and a systemic review or published studies too? And select this one, although it depends of your research. Blinding is you describe with a word experimental manipulations within a study and more called that apply in this case, in this checkbox. The first one or the second one or the third one or the last one too. Or you can apply all the checkbox. It depends in if your scientific project, what is your um your data collected or your interactions with humans or non-human subjects. And if you are double blind or not, it depends of your title or your kind of project. So the study design, you can explain this. This is the key, is to be as detailed as is necessary given the specific parameters of the design. And this is very important for us to write this because here they have this this one asterisk. And if you don't know what kind of study design do you have, you can select this example and you can explain with, for instance, between subjects designed with the one factor, short by mass, and four levels known 1 gram, 10 grams, and 100 grams. And now um, you can select all the different components and the tools. Wiki, do you have a wiki? Yes. Do you have the citation? Do you have the description of your project? Do you have all the actualizations and the updated data in your system? And you can share this this one with your partners. Yes. The citation is very important because we can respect the other um, scientific research or professor or students too. This is very important. Now, in this one, you can select, for instance, all the files in this table, in this dashboard. And another one is the tags and components. You can select this one for add components with title and the storage location. The, um, the storage location, you can select four, four options. In Germany, Frankfurt, Australia, Sydney, in Canada, Montreal, and United States. I recommend to you use the first ones, or Germany, or Australia, or Canada. It's more than better. Um, in this one, you can select the descriptions of you have, for instance, new components in your descriptions, and you can create this. For instance, if you create new components, you can create different kind of components for your students and professors or your partners in your cycle, in your projects. Analysis, communication, data, hypothesis, instrumentation, methods and measures, procedures, projects, software, older or uncategorized. Yes. Okay. We can select this option, for instance, of metadata. In metadata, you can use and select all the resources in your and your kind of resources too. The language is very, very important. And when we create the the project, all the information of your institution, and you select the tags and your areas. If you have if you have, for instance, a lot of files, you can select this one in, and you can select all the storage in your storage in your system or platform in open science range. The wiki is for write all your data when you can express your ideas with your partners or students and professors. Here is the dashboard. Yes, is a kind of it's more than easy to do work um, and Google Docs too. You can express your idea here. For instance, today, today, you can express the date, 14 July. This is the year, the time, and 7. Yes, you can express in this order the date and the time is very important because you can in this order you can write and all the information in you select in your notebook. You can express your idea here and share all the information with your partner. This is very important for check this. These components and this is an analytics of your metadata. Use it. You can select the forms, the links of the URL. If you select in the website, and you can select this one. Do you have template, and you can select this for receive data on all the visits or your partners or your students, and select the project, try enable analytics, and begin the exploring the impact of work. So for this um, this system is very important. The new registration, and the draft or the registration, because you can have all these ordering in the control versions. We have all the contributors and or your partner and students too in these sites, and you can have all the storage where you can select the integration to connect the open science framework with new tools for this storage. And we have new service for you and your team, and the Mendeley or Sotero, if you have it, and you can select integrate these two wonderful tools, because all the information, if you have it, you can respect the authors, because this protect the information for the authors and the other articles or book chapters with other scientific in the world. If you can use it, for instance, high impact papers, scientific papers, you can select Mendeley or use Zotero if you have it, another one documents. Okay, for this section is if you can any question, do you have it now? It's a honor for us share with you about open science framework this time. And Indonesia is in the morning, so if you have any question, you can express your question now. It's your time.
Dan membawa caranya cinta dan
Okay. And in the next Wednesday, on Wednesday, we have here we do it, and at the same time, the second topic about open science for you. And have a nice day, and have a nice night too. And in America, in Latin America, and Caribbean, and from Indonesia. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Menerima semua dalam bentuk kelebihan dan kekurangannya. Kemudian